Cross coming down to the ring with Johnny Blaze. Small croucher, Johnny Blaze. Chio probably being the mouthpiece that he is, representing him for unknown reasons. Tag team match here with Johnny Blaze and Drew Bronson taking on team of Jimbo and Ryder, returning Ryder. But here's the Drew Bronson is not here to compete tonight. Chio actually came down here once and had some bad news. 3 months ago, I actually had a match. They was fractured my uterus, so I'm actually not able to compete tonight. Bronson's calling for their butler, Reginald.
You couldn't find anyone better? I can't go tonight. I'm sorry. So I gotta do this all by myself. I can't trust him. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. He's walking around. He's older than me. He knows what he's doing. He's older than me.
Drew Bronson is picking the butler, Reginald, as his replacement in this big tag team match. Down the ring, we've got big Rick Ryder and Jimbo Good. Rick Ryder making his return to the squared circle after almost a 12-month layoff. It's great to see Rick Ryder back. Let's see what these two can accomplish here tonight. I'm being rejoined here by my broadcast partner, David Adams. I don't know what to make of this one, David. Drew Bronson's injured, so he picks the butler, Reginald, as his replacement.
Michael, as they always say in Clue, the butler did it. He must have done something, but he got a busted hip, man. That guy's got a straight up busted hip. And yeah, that's right, Reginald, the butler for the Mustache Club, taking on this devious duo, this devious or friendly, I can't tell. Like the Highwayman Jim Brannigan, he looks like a guy that I want to like hug but run from at the same time. And Rick Ryder, well, Rick Ryder has been a staple of the Pennsylvania wrestling community for years. It's great to have him back.
Correct. Rick Ryder coming back from what I mentioned before, a 12-month layoff from in the ring. Hopefully there's no ring rust here and he can pick up right where he left off.
There we go. Johnny Blaze feels like he could be at it alone here. The prodigy of Chio Frost bringing this man to AXW. Chio Frost has told me he's confident he's going to make a lot of money with this young upstart from Puerto Rico. Looks to be in great shape, looks to be quick on his feet and fearless. You got to be a little bit fearless and crazy to be in the pro wrestling biz, and you know what? He's here and he's standing strong.
You're absolutely right, David, but with him looking across there at who he's looking at, a former world heavyweight champion and a man the size of Jim Brannigan, I'd be a little scared.
Well, the Highwayman Jim Brannigan, many miles traveled. A wise man once said the only thing real in this business is the money and the miles, and Jim Brannigan's got plenty of miles. Tonight he looks to make a little bit of money here at the expense of Johnny Blaze and Reginald the Butler, I said. Worst British impression ever, I know, don't make fun of me now, save it for later. Side headlock applied here from Johnny Blaze to the Highwayman.
Brannigan with a big back elbow, trying to get some separation here. Shoots him off the ropes. Big shoulder knockdown by the Highwayman. Kind of reminds you a little bit of a hacksaw coming out here with the American flag and the 2x4.
And the crowd yelling, "Ho!" You think? Absolutely. You know, channeling your hero, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This business is built on respect, and imitation is the greatest form of flattery sometimes. And right here, Jim Brannigan's got his own style, though. I dig it. He's channeling his inner Duggan, but he's an original Jim Brannigan at the same time.
Absolutely.
And now, Rick Ryder, what a special moment this is in the Hamburg Fieldhouse. Rick Ryder back after a 12-month layoff. Irish whip reversal now from Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze picked up over the top rope, almost dumped out to the floor, holding on.
Oh, I don't know if he got all of it, but he got enough to stagger the big man from Philly.
A big flying clothesline by Johnny Blaze. I hope we're not getting a trademark infringement for saying his name.
Who's that?
Johnny Blaze.
I made you say it again. What are they going to do? It's indie wrestling. But it's great independent wrestling, American X Wrestling, AXW, Hamburg Fieldhouse, bringing this building back alive the way it should be.
Johnny Blaze tagging in Reginald the Butler, mixing with the big flying knee. Big leg drop by Reginald, but he might have just re-broken that hip.
And Reginald, a very, very, very loyal Butler, but yeah, not so well crafted in the arts of professional wrestling, in my opinion.
Not at all. Making the tag back into Johnny Blaze, who comes in with the big flying elbow.
Johnny Blaze endorsed by our broadcast colleague, Chio Frost, also a very sinister, maniacal, but successful manager here of sorts at AXW. Hence why myself and my boy Michael are doing it. A two-man group right now. I don't miss Chio at all, do you?
Not at all.
I could dance with you all night long. Back to the action. Oh! And talk about a dance, dancing over the eyes. That was a little bit of a twist and shout over the brow of one Rick Ryder from Johnny Blaze. See, I said it. No one's coming after me.
Johnny Blaze got Rick Ryder tied up in the ropes here, emphasizing the 5 count of the referee. And a big seated lariat. Hanging up Rick Ryder on the middle rope.
That's a great point. They have a 5 count to break. 1, 2.
Kick out at 2 by Rick Ryder.
Richie Extreme Ash says only a 2. 2 and the action continues.
Johnny Blaze tagging back in Reginald the Butler. Big shot by Reginald up to the ribs of Rick Ryder and a big clubbing blow to the back. I don't know if Reginald might have bit off more than he can chew here.
Well, Reginald's like 64 pounds. He hasn't chewed on too much. He needs to eat a sandwich. Oh, the straps are coming down. The 64-pounder, the butler for the Mustache Club. He means business. Oh, don't.
No, please don't do
Put
that.
it back on, for the love of God.
We don't want to see that. Oh, big right hand by Rick Ryder shutting down Reginald. Jim Brannigan tagged back in. Big deep arm drags by the traveling man. Big hip toss. Off the ropes and a big boot to the side of the head of Johnny Blaze. Cover 1, 2, kick out by Johnny Blaze.
Exciting action here. It's the second half of A Night with the King. Jerry the King Lawler puts his crown on the line later tonight against Cross Von Tassel, the urban legend who used to actually be a tag team partner of Rick Ryder once upon a time.
Rick Ryder and Cross Van Tassel traveled many roads together, winning many multiple tag team titles. Chop by Johnny Blaze, but a big chop out of the corner by Jim Brannigan. Another big chop. Johnny Blaze knocked down, getting picked back up. Brannigan shoots him off the ropes. Big boot to the midsection. Cover 1, 2, kick out by Johnny Blaze.
I'm digging this Jim Brannigan. He's got some moves of his own. This guy, he's a big boy, well-traveled, but can still do it in the ring. Very successful. And now Rick Ryder, the veteran in his own right, be very quiet. Woo!
I've been on the receiving end of one of those Rick Ryder chops before, and trust me, it is not pleasant.
Better you than me, brother. Scoop slam and a beauty off the ropes. Vintage Rick Ryder for the victory.
Kick out at 2 by Johnny Blaze. Thumb to the eye by Johnny Blaze and gets a shot in on Rick Ryder, backs him up on the ropes, rips him off. Big clothesline by Johnny Blaze, knocking down Rick Ryder in the center of the ring.
The Puerto Rico native now tags in the 64-pound butler of the Mustache Club. He's all fired up, but is it going to be enough?
Are you sure it's not 64 years old instead of 64 pounds?
I was told 64 pounds. But right now, you know what? I'm going to be quiet because this isolation tactic is working as they've cut off the ring. Bad hip and all. Reginald holding his own as his tag team partner now. Johnny Blaze helping him out in a pinch. But Rick Ryder, double clothesline from Rick Ryder after ducking a line that was attempted on him.
Rick Ryder tags in Jim Brannigan. Reginald looking for the corner for his partner. Nobody home. Big right hand by Brannigan, knocking down Reginald. Another big right hand. Brannigan knocking down Johnny Blaze in the corner.
There we go. Big Jim Brannigan now tagging in Rick Ryder. This could be the beginning of the end. What's he gonna do? And Brannigan's got his back. Jackhammer! Buy me a Coke, Jinx. 1, 2, he gets up! Ladies and gentlemen,
Big ups for Rick Ryder, coming back after such a big layoff and getting that pinfall here tonight. What's Big Jim Brannigan got planned here? Reginald's down in the middle of the ring. with an absolutely devastating chop to the butler, Reginald. Drew Bronson coming over to the aid of Reginald after such a devastating chop. Drew Bronson does not look happy with Reginald right now.
Make sure to check out Facebook.com